Hi guys, today I'll be flipping through this book by Anton Corbijn. It's called Favorite Darkness. He does have a quote on the back here. Sorry, it's out of focus at the moment. There you go. It says, "I've always liked to photograph people who are in the public eye. I feel it gives you one step ahead. You can play with whatever image they already have." This cover is pretty cool. It has a plastic cover, and you can see Philip Seymour Hoffman here. This is my second take of this video because I got a little bit overconfident and I said, there won't be any nudity in this book, and I turned the page and there's a stripper. so this is take two. I mean, it was way too obvious. I'm pretty sure our masters, the AI bot is going to catch me straight away. This is what Anton looks like, by the way. I was first familiar with his work, Anton's work or Corbijin's work, through his videos. I watched a lot of music videos growing up, and a lot of his the YouTube videos, as well as New Order, 9 Inch Nails, I believe, were created by him. Also Nirvana. You can kind of see this photo here. It kind of reminds you of that clip. Is it called In Bloom, I think? Now the stripper that I mentioned was, there she is, she's just on the next page. So I'm going to try not to get a little bit too overconfident as I flip through, because I really don't enjoy having to refilm things. Although I suppose I could take it out in the edit, couldn't I? Maybe that's a good study point. Maybe I can flip through these things and just edit it out in the future. Anyway, this is Anton Corbijn again. It says, "I'd like to think that my photography got less harsh." I mean, early on, I guess his photography was quite harsh. I uploaded a video of Daido Moriyama recently. I guess you would say that his work is quite harsh in terms of the grains. This says Anton Corbijin's desk. Okay, this is Beginnings AC Anton Corbijn Times Music Magazines. Elvis Costello. That's a great photo. I did listen to one of his albums recently. It came up on this list that I'm going through. Armed Forces, produced by Nick Lowe. Thought it was a great album. Raikuda was also in that 1000 list. He had a great album also. I don't know what it's called though. Steely Dan. Johnny Rotten popped up in a playlist yesterday by Public Image Limited. Quite interesting kind of dub sound. John Martin also popped up in that 1000. Joy Division. That's a great photo. I do like his photography of Captain Beefheart out in the desert. Here you go. Captain Beefheart's quite an interesting one. Troutfish mask replica. It's a very confusing album, but one that's well worth a listen if you have some patience. The great David Bowie. Oh no, did I just get flagged there? I think I did. Oh, maybe not. I did want to show Miles Davis there. Kraftwerk. Chapter 3, Icons and Art History. I'm most familiar with his portraits of rock stars. I'm less familiar with his photos like this of statues. I guess I would say I'm more interested in his portrait photography than I am of his non-portrait photography. That's Brian, sorry, Brian Ferry. Blixer Bargeld. Could that be the guy from Nick Cave, from his band early on? I'm sure there's a guy called Blixer who left the band. Well, there's Nick Cave. 1997, 1983. I have no idea. Stephen J. Gould. Sounds familiar. This is a cool pic. He has done a whole book with Tom Waits. I do love Tom Waits, and the photographs he's taken with Anton Corbijn are great. Reflections on Anton Corbijn's visual language. So he did the cover of Joshua Tree there. Next one's called Moving Images. Joy Division. Atmosphere. I think this is a video clip that he did. Or maybe these are all video clips. Maybe they're stills from video clips. I should be safe. I like the color in this one. I think the blue and the reds are amazing. Oh, it wasn't In Bloom by Nirvana. It was Heart-Shaped Box. This is the photo I was talking about. That looks very similar to the early one. I'm sure I'm gonna have the naked lady again. This one here. I thought the color in this one and the color from this video clip is very similar, as are those plants. So these are definitely the videos that he's done. Stills from the videos. Anton Corbijn plus DM. I guess that's Depeche Mode. There is a lady's naked backside, so I'm going to skip that one. He has done a lot of Depeche Mode videos. I'm going to skip that one as well. I know Depeche Mode's main singles. I've never been a big Depeche Mode listener. I don't dislike them, I just haven't really had time to spend much time with their albums. Very photogenic band though, I have to give them that. Next chapter, rock stars seen as people, Anton Corbijn and Depeche Mode. Well, this is mainly words, so I'm going to quickly flip through this. Female freedom and the male gaze. She came up in Susie Siox. Man, I have really tough time pronouncing some of these names. She came up on a playlist yesterday. That was a great song. Her and the Banshees, I think it's called. The band's name. Kate Bush. Marianne Faithfull. Okay, there's the naked Naomi Campbell, which I will skip. Photography and painting. Okay, so these are his photographs of painters. That's Marlene Dumas. Lucian Freud. I was going to think that's somebody who's naked, but it's only Ai Weiwei, so it should be okay. I believe that's it, guys, for this one here. Let me know what you think of Anton Corbijn. I think the ones I like mostly are Captain Beefheart and Tom Waits, based on their music also. Oh God, hopefully it didn't just get me for that blue photo that you just saw there a moment ago. That's the stripper. Anyway, that's Anton Corbijn. That's Favorite Darkness. Have a great day.